Howdy, 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 back at it again. Today's video is going to be a tutorial going over Mai's, Knockdowns, and Oki. Not going to be a ton of the fan setups just because it's day one, need a little more time to flesh that out, but expect that to come in the coming days, weeks, etc. If you like this type of content, if you want to see more of it, leave a like in the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow it, and I'd really appreciate your support. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're going to start with this light tackle, light elbow, whatever you want to call it, knockdown, plus 27. We don't need to spend any meter for Oki here. You can do forward dash into a manually timed throw. Will beat wake up buttons, not too hard to do. You can also do forward dash into an immediate back heavy kick. Ends up plus 7 on counter hit, so we can link into crouch medium punch into whatever sort of combo we want, and we'll look at those later. If they manage to get hit by this, it's plus 5, but we can't actually link anything. We're not in range, which is a little unfortunate. However, the thing that's really nice is this is a very easy hit confirm because you can delay the second input for a very long time. So seriously, just give that a try. It's super simple. And if it hits, you just double dash and you're in their face and you can throw them. Okay. However, what if we do want to spend some meter? Well, if we do want to spend some meter, drive rush into overhead is good. Again, plus 6 means we can combo into crouch medium punch into a lot of different things. If the overhead hits them, they're probably going to be crouching. So let me just put him to lockout first hit. Let me see if I can actually get him to crouch here. I don't know why this stupid CPU stands up. He should be crouching. And because he's crouching, this will whiff. If he's just holding down back, that will whiff. I don't know why this stupid bot doesn't do it right, but it doesn't. So you'll have to come up with something because that will not connect. A couple things. So you can do either OD and then light elbow, OD and then heavy DP. That's like your damage ender. Or what I like the most, I think, is OD elbow into jump medium punch dive kick because it has a good combination of damage, Oki, and corner carry, right? And it's not super duper meter intensive because you're spending the OD early and you get to recover your options. So those are the conversions you're probably going to go for. Something to note, though, is if this hits, it's going to, well, if they mash, this overhead will trade, which means you can actually combo into heavy punch, and you should be able to, during the trade, confirm if they're hitting or if they're standing or crouching. So again, if he's crouching, again, that whiffs. So you'll have to come up with something else. Heavy punch and medium punch go into the exact same stuff. Heavy punch just does more damage. That's the only difference. So now, overhead, obviously good. You know what else is good? Instead of just having an overhead, having a low. So we can do drive rush into I like crouch light kick here. Okay, and then if this hits, I'm gonna do crouch light kick, stand light kick, target combo. Okay, that's plus 41. So the reason I like this target combo, one, the alternative is to go like into light elbow again, which is 1130. And meanwhile, this target combo does like 1500, so it's more damage, but it's also better Oki. Notice plus 41. If you're familiar with these games, with this game at all, I should say, you'll know that plus 41 sets up a safe jump against every ODDP in the game. And if you use a cross up here, you actually get the safe jump from anywhere on screen. Now, plus 41 is not like a real safe jump. If Ken were to do like light DP, that will punish counter it because the air unvulnerability kicks in at frame 1 and it comes out on frame 5. So like it's just a little bit, it's fast enough, I guess, to catch it, but every ODDP in the game is at least 6 frames. So it'll catch most of those, and people usually don't light DP on wake up, but they could if they know that the setup is fake, I guess. Anyway, suffice to say, we have a low option. So we have the overhead, we have a low, and we can also drive rush into throw. So they just have to guess, right? They can parry to deal with overhead and low, and they can delay tech to deal with throw. But either way, they're guessing. They're either guessing, oh, I want to block high-low, or they're guessing, oh, I'm gonna attack, right? I'm gonna attack and guess high-low, or I'm gonna parry and just hope he doesn't throw me, right? That's basically what it comes down to. Okay, now if they just keep blocking, right? Like say they just block correctly, you're at least +2 on this. So you can set up a tick throw again. So if they block the low option and you time it right, sorry, not used to Mai's button timing it. I need to throw a lot sooner. There we go. They can't mash out of it, right? They still get thrown. And you can also then still do the stand light kick, and that'll frame trap them. So they have to guess tick throw if they block low. If they block the overhead, on the other hand, you're +1. You're in throw range, but +1 is kind of this goofy situation where if I throw immediately and they mash, there we go, I get counter hit, right? But if I mash a button, I can counter hit them. So you have to really enforce the strike mix up there. I like going for the stand light kick as your option because you can either just let it rock and you're -10, and most characters aren't going to be able to do anything there. Ken can do SA2, but most characters aren't going to be able to do anything there. And yeah, if you cancel the dive kick, you're -6, but you don't have to cancel the dive kick right away. You can wait, and you can actually like hit the toes and make it safe. They're -3. You can get as good as -1 depending on, right? That would have been -1 if it would have blocked, but I delayed it so long that the CPU's like, oh, I need to reset the block after first attack thing. So those are pretty much all of your outs off of this light elbow ender. And that's going to be most of the outs off of a lot of her routes. So what do I mean by that? If you heavy Ryu Embu into it, it's +30 instead of +27, but the setup's basically the same in terms of drive rush overhead, drive rush low, drive rush throw. It's exactly the same thing. It's just you started from this and you got a little bit more frame advantage. Okay. Now, she also has these other two tackle enders, I guess, that she can go into, or these other two elbows. They're pretty much just going to be meterless. Heavy especially is just dash, you're +4, so just strike throw. Just either crouch medium punch or throw, and that's going to be kind of what you go for. Pretty simple. One of the last knockdowns that I would like to look at is this OD elbow into medium punch dive kick, okay? So this is +33, and what I really like here, actually, is throwing an OD fireball. So I like this for a couple reasons. First off, if it hits, I can do dash up, back heavy kick, into crouch medium punch, into heavy Ryuembu. Back heavy kick forces stand, which means the Ryuembu will always actually hit. I don't have to bother confirming whether they're standing or not, which is nice, right? So that's like my highest damage stuff. Fantastic. Okay. But I really like it if they block and I dash, I'm +1, which means I can do throw. Okay. And there's not a whole lot they can do about it. So I know we talked earlier that at +1 throw isn't real, but in this case, if they try to mash out of it, the fan bounces up and hits them, and we're super plus can get a combo. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so there's layer 1 is dash into throw. Okay, can't punish it. Right? No siree bob, can't punish it. Well, what else do I like? It's like, okay, well, you're only +1, maybe they can walk back out of it. Nope, not really. But even still, we could do dash up into crouch medium kick or into a low. We get a +15. We can confirm hit, you know, confirm stand, confirm crouch, whatever. Go into the route we want to. Good reward on it. Okay. We can also do walk up overhead. Okay. So then, again, if I have them crouch block only, we used to walk up overhead. I hit down forward instead of just forward. I mistimed it. Boom. Just like that. So they have to guess throw, they have to guess low. And again, we can, actually do a walk up into a low as well if I set him to stand block only. And you see there I'm plus 14. So you have to find the right spacing. It can be a little tricky to find the spacing where, you know, you can always get sweep, but it'll be a little tricky, but you can do walk up overhead, walk up low. You can do walk up throw. You can do dash into low. You can do dash into throw. Dash into overhead doesn't really work because the overhead hits second, so you can't really combo out of it, unfortunately. But, you know, it's still a conversion, I guess. It's still 800 damage and you're, you know, +1 in throw range. So the only other thing I want to look at is this corner throw. Very simple. She's plus 21. Forward dash into throw is a throw loop. B wake up buttons, if I can time it correctly. Just like that. The real treat here, though, is even though she has to dash, she can still shimmy. So she can set up strike, throw, shimmy, throw loop stuff in the corner, even after a forward dash. That's going to about do it for this video. Like I said, look for more Mai stuff in the future, especially going over kind of frame traps and some of the fan setups and her flame stocks and all that fun stuff. The other thing is, just today, I did, in fact, launch channel memberships on the channel. I had a community post about it. I'd appreciate if you go check that out, detailing kind of the perks and benefits and all that fun stuff. Hopefully this is helpful. As always, have a good time.